what are you going to say to Jameis before he steps on the field? Because there's that viral video of them two praying before Russ goes out there on the field, and he's still one of those guys that his voice still carries some sort of weight around the locker room. And remember last year when Kayvon was like, "Oh, you got to be making plays to be able to speak up." His body of work kind of speaks for itself. And Jameis Winston is a guy that kind of his body of work in terms of for players, you got to get geeked up, get ready to play for a Jameis Winston, because if I'm Jalen Hyatt and something happens and I'm getting in the game and you got a post route or some sort of deep route, keep running. Jameis is going to throw the football down the field. And he was exciting, talking to you guys, the media, the other day with the Hamilton references. But where's your expectations for Jameis going into this game, Paul?
Yeah, singing the greatest city in the world. Look, Jameis is a unique dude. He just is. I talked to Darius Slayton and Wan'Dale Robinson, and they both said, "Hey, you can't. Every play is live. You're live. Your route, your every play is live. You don't know what the heck he's going to do. You better keep the play alive because he's going to find a way to throw the ball. He's not the kind of guy who's going to put it in his pocket. He doesn't throw the ball out of bounds as much, as other quarterbacks. He will give you a chance, and he will give the defense a chance too, as we have seen. I kidded around with Wan'Dale Robinson. I said, "You have to dust off your defensive back skills," and he said, "Man, if it's my job to go punch the ball out," and he went like this, "If my job to punch the ball out, I'm going to punch the ball out." So these guys know,
Yep.
a 50-50 ball it's 50%. You get it, 50% he gets it. And
Yep.
and if it's the wrong 50%, you got to become a defensive back, turn it into an incomplete pass, not an interception. We'll see. Look, my fear is that so much of what has gone right with the Giants with Jackson Dart is off platform. Jackson making things happen, avoiding sacks, keeping the play alive, extending the play. And you're not going to get as much as that with Jameis. You're just not. He doesn't run. His mobility is not like Jackson Dart's. He can move around a little bit, but he's really been a pocket passer most of his career. He really has been. And so, Packers have Gary. They have Micah Parsons. Those guys have like 14 sacks between them, something like that. So, I don't think anyone should expect Jameis to be as light on his feet as Jackson is and was, because it's just not going to be. So, we'll see. There'll be some rust. He hasn't played since the preseason. He did start games last year. We know that. He'll leave it all out there, but it'll be tough sledding. I mean, Malik Neighbors and Cam Scatterbo are not coming back here to save the day for him. It's still the same cast of characters.